Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSP Racing Live Friday night Winston Cup Series action. Looks like my microphone's turned way the heck up, and it was going into the red. Must have bumped that while I was getting stuff set up here. Welcome to Pocono, one of my absolute favorite tracks, and that's why you're seeing this in front of me right now. I'm set up to run this one as both your broadcaster and in-race reporter and outside pole setter. Got my partner Milton Minter Jr. still in the booth, eye in the sky, watching the rest of the race for us. What's up, Milty? And Dan Jones joining us.
Here. We got an in-car race here, like you saw last year, or
last year at Rockingham, I ran one. Yeah.
And you also saw that with all the real race car drivers back in the day when they couldn't race. They got on the sim rig, and we got your number one broadcaster in the race car, and he's no slouch. P2 qualified though.
I know, I just barely scuffed the wall coming out of the tunnel turn. I think that cost me that .04 right there. Oh well.
Keep it under 55.
I was rushing back to the computer.
In second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Looking for my water bottle.
Merge when you can.
But yeah, 2.5 mile tricky triangle.
And we're going to have to see how this is going to go because I've never broadcast like this before, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I've only ever done this when Milty wasn't here, so this will be a different experience for everybody. If anyone watching could let me know if you can still hear me over my own engine, or if I need to adjust the volume mixes on the stream.
God, I'm taking away that sound too.
Because I do still have my stream deck next to me here on the left.
You sound good. Engine sounds good. You sound good.
Alright, so we'll get a quick lap around this place before happy hour expires. Well, maybe not even before it expires. Start finish line. Shift back into fourth gear. This is one of the few ovals where I'll shift on. Turn one, high speed turn. Bad place to find out your brakes are failing. Just a touch of the brake. Mostly throttle work. As I'm talking, I forgot to shift.
That's called the race line. A lot of these drivers use that as a reference point.
Yeah, I use it so I don't forget what turn I'm going into. That's pretty much it.
And you see Sean runs the roof cam, which you have options to run cockpit or multiple views.
You see how it turned kind of dark red there? That reminds me, hey dummy, that's turn 3, not turn 1. Turn 3 is the real key around here. Flat turn, modeled after Milwaukee.
Come on in.
Turn 1 was modeled after Trenton here in New Jersey, a long gone kind of kidney bean shaped speedway that was here. And then the tunnel turn, turn 2, is modeled after the Four Corners of Indianapolis.
Coming up to the tunnel turn here, this is one of the most important corners. They're all important.
They're all important, but this is the easiest, for me this is the easiest one to damage the car. You try and push it through there, you really got to swing it out. It's very easy to smack the wall and knock the right side off, then the car is going to push, then your tires are going to wear quicker, and it's just going to be a long night. And then coming off turn 3 is where you come into the pits. 55 miles per hour.
55. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
You have to modulate this and
come on in.
Stall.
Very long pit road here. Pit stalls you could park a Winnebago in.
Drivers to your cars.
Well, we're going to make our picks tonight.
Yeah, really?
I picked Sean. Sure, that's...
You're jinxing me. Oh, that's fantastic.
I was going to do that.
I owe him that one.
Great. So my own teammate has stuck the broadcaster jinx on me.
You're going to win it.
I'm going to go with the wily veteran, Rick Johnson, being I can't pick Sean and jinx him. Oh.
You see, we've run Pocono in 2 other series this week, and the chicken run on Tuesday, of course, and then last night in the trucks, and I finished second to Matt Watkins in both of those. He's not on the field tonight, is he?
No, he's not here.
Okay, so I'm picking Matt Watkins. Why not?
Drivers, start your engines!
Let's take a look at some of the particulars here.
Don't you have to pick yourself when you're racing, Sean?
No.
I did it for him.
Yeah, Dan already jinxed me. Some
80 laps here. This is a long race, and these cautions are extremely long here.
Don't pass the
Uh-oh.
leader of the other pacing line.
Ryan Den disconnected right on the start here. That's probably going to lead to a restart.
The 2.5 mile tri-oval, 3 corners. Not much
The
banking.
tricky triangle.
Turn 1 has the most at 14 degrees. Turn 2, the tunnel turn, 8 degrees. And turn 3, bank at 6 degrees. Long straightaways, but hard to get the draft going here. You have to set guys up, and that tunnel turn is going to be interesting because that's when you get a run on a guy, and then who's got the
Tell me
bigger
about it.
gonads to get into turn 2, and who's going to back off.
Whoever's got the inside, it looks like.
But if you go in there on the bottom, it's tough to hold it down under braking, especially as the tires wear.
Don't pass the leader of the other pacing line.
Good luck tonight, guys. Hopefully we can all get in the line and ride around for a bit.
Yep, this place is torture under caution. As you can see, this is a very long,
Lights are out on the pace car.
parade lap here. Caution laps take in excess of 2 minutes around this track. Alright, I gotta get focused here. If you look next to me, you can see my pedal. The pedal's moving, those bars, the colored bars, what gear I'm in, position of the steering wheel. Nifty little utility called Wheeler.
Get ready now. Going green.
This car is off.
Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
And
Green,
Chad
green,
Benson
green.
down the line, and they're going.
A little bump there from the highwayman.
I get that. Clip Jim all the way to the back. His connection has been an issue, and he puts himself in the back.
Inside.
Big
Stay
lead
high.
from turn 1.
Keep high.
I don't want to be in
Keep
this.
high.
Reap is backed off there.
Clear. Car inside.
Oh, there's contact, and the
The
Reap
yellow
goes
flag is out.
around.
Let's go.
Oh.
Race back to the line.
Well, so much for that. Yep, that car's trashed.
Look at that. Like the 40 came up.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard to get through that corner. I just talked about that. Side by side, the tunnel turn, very difficult, especially on cold tires.
Well, the backup plan was always to switch back to a normal broadcast mode if that happened, and looks like that's what we're doing.
And that's racing.
Oh no, Sean, was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
On Reap as the in-car center. Uh,
Sorry, Sean. From what I saw you did last night, I thought you had it in the bag.
Well, if you can't make it through lap 1, what can you do?
I don't know who was in, myself or Sean.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know who was in the race longer, you or me.
Well, if you completed the lap, then you were in it longer.
yeah, Slim Jim out also.
Yeah, well, I didn't wreck out Milt.
Yeah, you've had connection issues.
Yep, they're better this week than what they have been, but they're just not good enough, and I can't keep running around everybody, and just can't race around. So can't race.
Yeah, I've been there. I understand that. Got a teammate in 24 hours at Daytona dealing with the same.
It does, but I mean, what do you do? I'm gonna get with Mr. Reap there on this weekend and see if we can brainstorm something here.
Internet, computer.
So here we have my attempt to get through the tunnel turn. I was just up in the high line there, and boom.
Whammo.
Blammo shoved to the outside wall. There goes the 9. Ken
The
Hansen
9,
got caught up in it
Hansen
too.
Hammered too.
So I'm out of here. I had some guys I work with. I think they were going to watch the broadcast tonight, but they're going to be there. So if they, well,
Right.
I'll tell them
Well,
Sunday.
well, hang out and they can listen to you at least.
Yeah, you're even breaking up right now on the radio.
Yeah, I'm a little discouraged right now, so I really don't feel like
I've
hanging out.
been there, man. I know. You're pissed, is what you are.
I want to race, man. You know how it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Know the feeling.
Pay a lot of
All
money
right,
for
fellas.
that stuff. Our passion. I feel you, brother.
Yep. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys have a good one.
Hopefully
later,
next
Slim.
week we'll see you back full
See
strength.
you, Slim.
All right, let me set the
Well,
audio back to push to talk.
good thing Sean's okay because it's not real, but definitely gets to your nerves. That's for sure. Sportsmanship-based league, and stuff happens and people get upset. But as you can, Sean handled it well. I mean, that's what you have to do. Turn the mic off and you kick the dog. And
The thing is, he knew to back off. He felt something was gonna happen, and
yeah, right there in the tunnel turn is really hard side by side, but it can be done. And definitely the 40 came up. I'm sure he feels terrible. I mean, it's nobody's perfect. That's racing. But when you get hammered, you get hammered. It is what it is. We don't
Nope.
make those calls as broadcasters, but
It's
in the
no
evidence. So.
no fun being the nail, is it, Milt?
Yeah, and I've been both, the hammer and the nail, and so that's just a part of it. You do it long enough, especially at this level, as good as you guys are, pushing this hard. If you think it's easy, get on here and try. In fact, we encourage that, because it's a lot of fun. But there's also there's disappointment, and then you fight back. Yeah, I've got a lot of anxiety coming up tomorrow, and entering a 24-hour race, and something bad will happen probably because it always does.
All right, push
Where-
the talk key check. All right, it's working.
Where are you guys racing, Milt?
24 hours of Daytona. We got one car in the race, the night race, the split that starts tonight. We started 5th, and then dude's power went out, and we went back to 21st, and now we're before I got on here, we were 9th, fastest car on the track. And then we got 4 cars with 5 drivers each car. So we got 20 drivers, 4 cars going tomorrow. I'll be in the 003. Might broadcast a little on Twitch. If I get acclimated, I've got some practicing to do in a hurry before that tomorrow. So ought to be interesting.
Best of luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's at the level that this league is. But still, you know, when you're talking about guys are doing it's so easy just to make a little mistake and you're inches apart. I know the highwayman's, you know, not happy, doesn't want to take out the broadcaster.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's my pick.
He's got 1 ink, so his car looks good. You got to move on. The rules are what they are. Pace car lights are off.
Hey guys, I never made a serious pick. I joked about Matt Watkins, but I'm gonna have to change it to Jim Christopherson and put the jinx on him.
Ooh.
That's voodoo right there, you know.
Don't you put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby?
Seriously, this is definitely, you know, when you're in your own team channel, some smack gets talked, definitely, and move on. And we're about to go green here.
And we're back to green here. It's going to be back to green on lap 6. So that's a long, long caution flag there for a lap 1 incident. So they've already spent a good, 10 minutes under caution here. And that's how brutal caution flags can be here.
Oh boy, the 51 didn't get going, and the 3 gave him a little love.
There's a huge pileup.
Pretty typical.
At the back of the pack, and caution's back out in the air.
Good thing I have a lot of beer because these caution laps are long. Still racing.
Well, they got to bring it back.
And they're
Is there
trying
no caution?
to slow down here. It's getting a little iffy there. Ooh.
Is there no caution for that?
There was no caution. No wonder they're still racing.
Oh my goodness. How could there be no caution for that?
Oh, and the 40 and the 22 are into the wall.
Teammates.
Oh, that's a no-no. No caution for that, but that's 2 licks on that right-hand side for the 40 car. It's not been a good night for that team.
Let's find the first incident here. Trying to track it down here on the other computer. So there's an accordion on the restart here. You see the 88, John De Matteo, the 43, Donald Ritchie, 86, DJ Sorrentino, 8 of Gino Francesconi. They all just kind of accordion there. And the 11 of Brian Den gets the worst of it. Collecting Tom Jackson. Collecting Tom Jackson and Kevin Mays. And once those guys got going, I can't even find the other incident. But I know it involved the 40, so it's not showing up on an Alt 6 right now.
Yeah, it bleaked out, but what the end results was the 40 going into the wall and the 22 getting collected in it.
Yeah.
I didn't see why the 40 went in the wall.
I watched it live there.
That was
Out
weird.
to Billy Yarborough back after some time off here in that Real Tree Chevrolet. Running well. Guys really getting close to that wall. Coming out of turn 3. Yarborough's one of those guys been around long enough. I raced against him at Pocono. Love this track. Starting to see some gappage here. On the front pack, first pack there. Gotta stay in that pack. Can't lose touch with those guys. Really hurts you. Especially if it starts to go green here. Kevin Mays down low, letting the field go by. Johnson. My pick there, Rick Johnson's looking really strong today, and he's looked really strong these few races this season.
Meanwhile, Mark DeSenza assumes the lead.
Ken Soska was asking on my text here if that was a second ink for the 40. That would not be because the caution didn't come out, correct?
Incorrect. If it caused damage to any other car.
Oh, okay. So Ken being a former admin here, and he's going to be one of my teammates in the 003 tomorrow. So, and he's way more prepared than I am. But that's something the 40 should be mindful of.
Yep. Especially if you don't pull out right away, there's more severe.
And that's, that's the 2 ink rule. It's been around for probably 15 years here at this league, definitely. 52 looks really strong, along with Dave Jandry there. Jandry, every time we see the 51 car, where is he? He's always in the picture because he's always in the top 5.
Same goes with Rick Castle. Hanging back in 6th spot, watching the guys up in front.
Going back and looking at Christopherson's deal there, it was 2 independent situations of 2 cars getting loose. As I'm seeing it as Greg Palmer got loose all on his own and then just plowed into the back of Jim.
I'm sorry.
So I wouldn't. I don't think I would count that one.
Whoa, boy, the 52
Oh, 52 smacked the wall. I think he did.
He may have, just scraped a little paint there, and these guys are getting serious. The 3 got ahead of the 91 here, and the 91 wants it back. And that's what admins do, and that, because admins are racers, so they assess each incident. That's a great thing about FSB. Everything is analyzed from a unbiased.
Wow, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Rick Johnson didn't get the wall. Okay. No, Rick didn't catch the wall, but man, look at this. It's about as close as you can get without actually hitting it. Let's look at it from the chase view.
Woo! Helicopter.
Could have crushed one of your beer cans in there.
Card right there. I do tile, and these floors we do, they have to be within a credit card thickness of lippage, or that was almost some lippage right there. or those floors don't pass. Here comes the 91 down low.
Genshay wants that lead back.
That's how you work a guy. You work him out of turn, set him up for turn 3 or turn 2 or turn 1. It all depends on how your momentum is. That's a great pass. Genshay's on fire, you know. What would happen if this guy ran a whole season, you know?
Now we've seen it. He's amassed championships here and there in the full seasons he's managed to run.
But Friday night, I want to see him run a full season on Fridays.
Everybody wants the Friday night, and everybody wants the Monday night. That's the only one I'm missing.
You know, Sean, I did some broadcasting and racing, and it never worked out for me for either. You know, I've got over 200 wins in this league and 15 championships if you include a interleague championship, and I never won a race on a broadcast race when I was broadcasting. Somehow it didn't work out.
Well, I was trying something different there, and maybe again some other time when we come up to one of my favorite tracks. Just maybe next time I'll make it through turn 2.
I want to see it because that was a bitchin' graphics, the way you had it all set up, and you're a badass driver, and you're just not,
the outside
you're not
pole.
just a mouse, you know. Guys are going at it here. The rest of the field, typical Poconos, it gets dicey, and the more dicey it gets, the more gap you lose. Thing sure smells green right now in this second pack here with Jeff Hale and Ryan Johnson, the 63, Jason Dulfer, and the 54 of Bill Yarborough off the couch. Looking pretty strong with Webb and Ed Christopherson behind. Habit sniffing that group there. This is great work from the Coast Guard car.
Well, Jeff Hale's leading the second pack here, with his teammate Ryan Johnson taking a peek into one, getting back in line.
You gotta think, Palmer, what could have been, that car's gotta have some damage from that wreck.
Yeah, I'd say he flattened the right side pretty good there.
Dave Ellen's back behind there, and then Fresno, California's own Brad Auto. 1, 2, 3, 4 United States Marine car.
Now, I have to say something about the spectator camera here. Having actually spectated a race at this track, this is quite accurate. You get a better view of the front stretch than a real spectator gets, but the long pond straightaway and the short chute, you can't see anything. And that's the way it is when you're up in those grandstands too.
Good battle in 17th there. I don't know if these guys got damaged from that wreck, but earlier, in fact, they all do, I think. Sorrentino, Dino Francesconi, yeah, I'm sure he's proud to be known as Den's brother, you know. You know, Dino's quite an impressive person himself. Madera, California, not too far from where I live. He's a construction worker like me, so he works hard and plays hard. But when he shows up, he's running hard. The 9 car still, he was in the spin cycle, but still battling. He's battling, you know, trying to win the championship here. Oh! Sorrentino against the wall. DG Reese in the background there. DJ letting them by, and he's riding a little bit there, trying to let them by, but these cars are definitely struggling with damage.
Yeah, I believe DJ was involved in that stack up on the restart too.
Kevin Mays, Donald Ritchie, in that 43 car, Brian Den, all beat up here. Still battling. Points to gain. Points to win. Back at the front. Back at the front. As Metallica would say.
Anyway, I'm gonna step aside for a minute. They're gonna actually be pitting any minute now. Never mind. We're 20 laps in.
Kick the dog yet, you know.
Yeah.
I know you want to kick something. Yeah, 20 laps is with a 2.5 mile track.
But maybe they got a couple laps by rolling around under caution for 5 laps. So I'd say in the next lap or 2.
Hale is pitting. Jeff Hale is pitting.
Okay, Jeff Hale leading the second group
Brian
here.
Johnson is pitting. 54, Bill Yarborough pitting.
And it makes a nice even split. You can go 4 runs of 20.
They're all pitting. Ellen's pitting.
Lead pack staying out.
Lead pack staying out. One more lap. If you got the gas, that's what I would do. Especially when you see these damaged cars and these other guys pitting, you don't want to have to deal with them on pit road. You know these guys are probably going to pit this lap. 3 is pitting.
91 just posted.
91. They're all pitting here. Let's watch the 91 down pit road.
Oh, that was definitely a wall hit for the 52. That will heavily affect the 52's ability to turn.
That car a couple times here. You know, you're looking at stuff, you're trying to pit it. If January keeps going. Oh, DeSenza locks him up over the line.
Made much about it before that Mark DeSenza has a nasty habit of getting himself busted for speeding. We'll see if that's the case again here. Pick up Dave Jandry.
Yeah, that was usually other stuff. Down pit road. They're all over. 41, 63 get great lineups. Look how they curl the car around so they can get a good exit there. Palmer just really getting the hose there, but a great job. And he's probably going to have some damage fixed here as they pull
I wouldn't
off
fix it under green.
And the bubble super beat.
Mark DeSenza 65 at the line. Let's see if that nabs him.
This is a stock track, so it's a little more forgiving. Here comes Dave Jantry this lap.
You got to get it down and stay on the brakes and get down to 55 before the first timing line. Green flag stops. FSBRacing.com. Get some. This sends it all over him like a wet blanket. In from the boys. Green flag stops. You see the gap. Well, we know how Mark do. When Mark DeSenza is on, he wins races. Period.
And you see the leaders.
When he's not on, he gets penalties.
You see what Dave Jandry missed by not being not coming with that group. He lost the draft for a lap there, and it cost him a huge amount of ground here. He's going to pick up Rick Johnson, it looks like.
Well, you know, he's banking on them making a mistake, and they did not. He's banking on that caution coming out. He rolled the dice, and you lose. But he's in the draft here. They got to going and get in line here, or they're going to lose these two guys. What do you do now? How fast do you push?
Caution.
And caution is out.
The cars that topped off under the caution have cycled to the lead, making TG Reese your leader. There's the Skull Bandit with Ken Hansen behind him.
Like Indy, this is one of those tracks, man. This stuff happens, and then you have these long caution laps. What do? Do you sacrifice track position? Then you got to bring it again.
Well, here's the source. Looks like Tom Jackson was letting some of these cars that pitted go by and going into turn 3. Kind of got together. He's up there out of the groove. You're going to fill your Yarborough up high.
Keep it under control there, but really he had nowhere to go, and it was that was Bill that got into the back of him a little bit there.
It looks like Bill got in a little higher than he wanted to, and once you're out of your lane, it's hard to pull it back down.
Absolutely.
So 53, TG Reese picks up the lead with Ken Hansen behind him. You got to figure everybody's going to come back to pit road, and everybody's going to want 4 tires. So this gamble's going to work out. This gamble's going to work out nicely for the Skull Bandit. He's going to pick up a ton of track position, if not even retain the lead. We'll see. So now I'll take my break, and I'll be right back.
What they gonna do when they come for you? What the leader's gonna do here? Yeah, Mark DeSouza stays out. 91 pits. No, he doesn't. Ha ha. Took her do there. A little cat and mouse gaming playing there. Bill, you know, I'm sure he didn't get no damage on that. Gotta count that as an ink, but you move on. Just a few laps in, track position huge. Everybody in that second pack, you might as well box. So that's going to give them fresher tires. But they didn't either. Sammy's cars obviously pitted. Guys back farther. Weber. And Steven Tribute car. Good solid run here for Red Castle, the Punisher. We got fans, you know, checking out Jason Dulfer here. Let's see where he is. Dulfer, I think, rolled the dice there and boxed. long way to go here. Well, already, as a driver, you think of the math here. We get going around lap 30. That'll get you to 50. That'll get you to 70. That won't get you to 80. That's in your mind, even though it's a long way off and everything can change. Long green flag run here. Damaged cars are in the back. If they can roll around and stay out of trouble, we could get some more green flag. As a driver, you're thinking this. I gotta think green flag here.
Yeah, that was a pretty good run. You'd like to think everybody got pretty comfortable with running
Yeah,
green flag
absolutely,
laps.
Yeah. That's 41 of Chris Beckman, if you were wondering. Any tidbits you'd like to share from the Highline radio channel?
No, I mean, it seems like everybody's been pretty well behaved tonight. We've had a few mishaps, but I think they've just been honest mistakes.
Well, you guys have been lined up. It's been Rick in front. Now you're in front of him. Same plan. Just try to move up and stay in that lead pack.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay out of trouble still at this point. You know, we got a long way to go yet. We got to make sure I got all the fenders straight.
It looked like Rick tried to knock the wall down right before the pit stop there. How's the damage on the 52?
I think he's okay. He didn't mention it, so I'm guessing either it didn't register damage or wasn't big enough for him to think about it.
All right, on our end, it looked like a significant hit.
Rick, my former teammate, and when he says something, it's important. But if there's nothing to say, he's not a talker like me. Be quiet and focus. I'll be back. Watch it, man.
Did we lose Dan as well, Sean?
He's here.
I'm here. How's it going, Chris?
You are there. Hey, Dan.
He's just watching from down there on vacation.
Feeling guilty like all the other millions of people here.
That's why I was one spot further to the front than I usually am.
Funny guy.
Well, we got the lights off on the FSB pace car. Ken Shea back to the lead. Second place, Mark descends. Third, Rick Castle in the 124. Neil Bonnet Budweiser colors there. The Western Auto DW colors of the Highwayman, Jim Christopherson, in fourth. Fifth place, Bill Yarborough, Realtree Chevrolet, and pace cars off. We're back to green here on lap 29 of 80. Someone smoked the tires at the back of the field, but looks like no harm, no foul.
Goes the tail, let's go. These restarts were always the time that I wanted to make a move at Pocono. try to get one spot, then settle in and wait until I could get another spot.
Yeah, problem with that is when we go too wide into the tunnel turn, it doesn't work.
Well, I like to pass after the tunnel turn into turn 3.
Whoa, Rick Hessel! You got loose and saved it there in front of the
Passing
highwayman.
in the tunnel turn as if the guy lets you ride. Oh! 22 into the wall again.
Looked like the 115 may have caught it off turn 3 as well.
These guys got damaged, so, the car is not behaving like they would like. Billy Arvo, what did he do? He do what he do. Off the couch. And right there, fighting for a top 5. Bill is a great driver, man, I'm telling you. He's much like Jandry there, who is right in front of him. '40 car still looks strong here. Taking a look at the 124.
In the short run, that damage won't bother you much with the fresh tires. It's as the run progresses where that right side damage really starts to pile up. Makes the tires wear a little harder. And actually, you can see him push a little bit there in 1 and 2.
Absolutely, it finds its way towards the wall a lot more. And the more you fight it, the worse it gets.
Yep, you end up cranking more wheel into it, which scrubs off more rubber, which in turn makes it tighter, which makes you put more wheel into it.
The Cinza has got the bit between his teeth. He is on fire tonight. These long runs here, down that big straightaway there, you get draft, but you don't get enough draft to pass. So you have to, apex these corners right and set them up for the next corner. Pass into the corner at Pocono. Lap traffic could be an issue here.
Rick Castle's catching up to Mark there.
The thing about this track is saving your tires those first few laps, which we talked about last week, which is the way this sim works, saving the tires the first few laps or abusing them makes a huge difference. You can try to stay status quo after that, but if you use them up the first few laps, you gotta be judicious. Oh, the 40 is still aggressive.
You got the 124 a little loose there. What a shove, though. Look at that lead.
They're just getting some texts from the race going on right now. Castle up to third now. The Punisher, which actually the Punisher is Jason Dofer. But, you know, Rick Castle, you know, in the movie. Haven't you?
I have.
All over the
It's
back.
not Rick Castle. Rick Castle is Castle. Punisher is. What's his first name? Frank Castle. Frank Castle is Punisher. Yeah. Rick Castle is Castle from Castle.
Little ball from 91. He's trying to set him up here. Go a little in car with the 3 car here. What you want to do here is sum up in the corners. Turn 1, you can take different lines.
Also,
you need to wait a little bit longer to the tire wear.
They didn't pit either, right?
Yeah, I expected them to top off, and they did not.
Take a look at trying to apex lower. Right now they're kind of doing a high end. Reason you don't want to hit that curve right there. Now, here's where you can do something different. You can take that low line and try to undercut. The momentum of the 91 is so strong. If you do that move, you have to back off a little bit earlier. Right now, look at that. I mean, that car is just great setup there. That thing is really turning well for both these guys. Unlikely to see a bobble here. Oh boy, if you get that little bit of curve there, kind of upset just a hair there. This is you want to try to back it off, get down low, but goes the 91. See, he's trying. That's the move you want to make there to try to get something done, but you need the outside. That works later when the tires are 91 will push more. Once again, it seems outside in is just too much momentum to try to make it pass there. And that's smart pull from the 3. I think he's going to sniff it out a little bit here. I risk it's got a lot at this track. He's trying to get a little air on the nose here and get it set up right here and try to look low. Even get some momentum, it's not there. So he's going to back it off. And he loses about a car length and a half there because he lost his momentum a little bit. That's how tricky it is.
Caution.
Caution is out. What happened here?
I do believe I found
tires,
it.
fuel for everybody.
Caution is for the 22 butt paste. Monte Carlo of Greg Palmer. Ugh. Looks like he just wheel hopped it a little bit when he downshifted into 3, and he goes for a lazy slide.
A little too much butt paste in that
Didn't hit, yeah. Good for diaper rash, not good for rear tire grip. It just goes for a lazy spin, doesn't hit anything. Doesn't hit anything. Brings out the caution, but doesn't damage himself or anyone else.
Well, I mean, Greg Palmer's had a tough night there battling.
Yeah, he's already got some right side damage, at least once, possibly twice on that car.
He is definitely the nail there. Johnny Rutherford in the pace car there.
By the way, guys, this takes us to exactly halfway in the pace car, when these guys roll back around, that is.
And that is in your pit window, barely.
Barely. I imagine we're going to see some guys top off after this one to make sure that they can make this on one stop.
First and second down pit road, all over each other like a cheap suit. Execute. There's no rest for these guys. Right now, they get just a second or two of take a breath, maybe take a drink of water, put the cap back on and go. 4 wide, 5 wide, down pit road, they execute. Yarbrough, I don't know if he lost a spot there. You always gotta wonder when the guy comes off the couch, because I've been there many times. Computer issues, disciplinary issues, stuff like that. And you got to get back on the track. You know, you can practice stuff, but nothing like race stuff. Go great run for whoever up there. Might be too early to think about, saving fuel. But that is, those guys in the top there, if they're not in the lead, maybe they can save some fuel, but they will need this thing to go green. So, in the back of your mind, have you practiced that? Pocono's a big old track. Lift and let it coast in. Take some laps. I don't think there's going to be no saving there up front there, but I like where Rick Castle is right now. I'm betting he knows how to save and has practiced it. We've seen the evolution of the 124 car and getting better and better and studying and working.
Track position's usually always a good thing.
Yeah, but getting the track position at the cost of tires is the only time it becomes iffy. Because it'll cost you in the long run here.
Yes, sir.
2 tires only works if you're making that final stop and you only need a can of fuel or something.
Oh, that's so sweet. Hi, everyone. Sorry, son. Love you from Doris Gately there.
Doris was checking in before. David Silvo cheering for Rocket.
My mom used to always go to my basketball games when I was a kid. I was talking to a coworker where he didn't have that, I mean, it's neat to have support. And even after all these years, Doris is still there behind her son, watching whatever he's doing and supporting him. That's great stuff. DJ's Sorrentino's sword in first year. These guys stay out with this old refurbish here in a minute.
I'm betting he was getting his Dave Marcus point there.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, look how long these yellow flag laps are. Has been on the track a while. They're only halfway. Pocono is a different animal. With cautions and everything, you got concerns, your bladder, you want to be hydrated, but not so much,
Pop off
Your
there for the
focus,
101 of
every
Jeff
time you
Havoc.
got to bring it. And when you restart these restarts, you got to bring it again, Well, the 40 car obviously is not worse for wear, and he has got by Dave January. The 9 car of Ken Hansen in the spin cycle at the beginning of the race, the beer can, wow, never gives up. We'll see what he's got as far as the car. Car looks good. See what kind of speed he have. And the thing about this track is when it gets down to the end, that's when, as a driver, are you going to do the same things you did before that got you there? Or all of a sudden, do you want to be a hero? Just ramps up. And because there's options, as far as how you attack these corners. Are you going to take a chance? You got so much speed up there.
We're back to green here. I'm at 43 of 80. Rick Castle hanging tough there in third spot. Keeping up with these guys. Are we back under caution already? We are immediately back under caution. Cautions breeding cautions, as Larry Mack would say.
The caution. TG Reese, Tom Reese, on pit road.
Yeah, you'll see why in a second.
I see a little tobacco on the side of that car.
Yeah, a little tobacco spit here. The 115 of Dave Ellens. I don't know if he got help or if he just got loose. Looks from that angle like he got help. Goes around and Dino catches him. 43, the 53. Brad Otto had nowhere to go. I mean, literally nowhere to go.
Got some damage there too. The 115 heavy damage for Jay Ellens. Dude cannot buy a break. I'm telling you.
Hey, watch us on board Brad Otto.
Talent that the results have shown for the 115 car. It just, if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have no luck at all. And CC like that. But you wonder, he's slowing down. I mean, what are you going to do? You know, at 160 miles an hour there. Whammo.
Not
Go
the
on
fun,
board.
not the fun frisbee kind either.
No, absolutely not.
So go on board the 52 of Rick Johnson and see if there was contact here.
Look at that paint.
Gonna have to call that a yes.
Whammo.
But it did also look like Dave got a little loose on his own, so...
Well, and the admins take that into account when they look at these things. As you just mentioned right there, they're running so close, pushing so hard. Every little bobble like that means something. These two dance partners here, Ben Shay, Mark DeCenza.
I think if we can get this thing to go green, everybody can make it on one stop from here, so that should be good.
Yeah.
You're definitely in the window now, where everybody can make one stop.
I think anybody who had concerns, the caution is helping them.
Obviously, you're seeing these guys clutching a lot. And with this long of a track, 2.5 miles, you're going to save some fuel. And you're counting down laps. So this is about to get ramped up. Those of you who watch us every week, you know how it go. You guys put it on a show. Gotta bring it again. Refocus. You're talking to your teammates. You're talking strategy. Talking about how your cars are. You know, what can we do? What line do we want to take to? Then you gotta refocus, and everything gets quiet. Everybody gets quiet in your team channel and focus. It's amazing, you know, how the car will handle one way before the caution, and all you did was run around under caution, and then you go back green, and it could change on you, or it could be you. You know, you never know.
Heat cycles do tend to make a little bit of a difference, so yeah.
And this is an old sim, but this is, you know, it's still top of the line. I mean, look at this stuff, you know. 2003, you know. And everything means something. And tire temperature, tire wear is huge.
And these are the CTS, the truck physics, which the real drivers at the time, real drivers who drove NASCAR 2003, said that the truck physics were the closest to the real physics of the time out of all the three modes. Meaning that these were the closest to the real trucks.
Well, you know, all the sims, all the mods. I mean, you know, GP, which which I loved. Definitely, it was amazing. Is
Yeah,
amazing.
GTP was so good that yeah, iRacing wouldn't allow anybody to do that again.
Take a breath. Lights are out on the pace car. Long way to go here.
Yeah, well within the window now. Everybody can make it on one stop, and then it becomes a matter of, do you run it out or do you short it?
You got to do what brought you there.
I personally would want to short it, split it in half. You don't lose a lap here at Pocono. You just don't. So I want to get in, spend as much time on fresh tires as I possibly can.
And I think you'll see a variety of strategies, Sean. But yeah, I think some guys will definitely risk it and come in and get that fresh rubber.
Or caution could come out and ruin your master.
But not really, because again, you don't lose a lap pitting here unless you're already half a lap down.
Yeah, you're going to lose your track position, but you'll still be on the lead lap.
But if you pit and you're still in the window, and on your exit from the pit, the caution comes out, guess what? You're in the catbird seat, because you don't have to come back in.
Yeah, that people do. Yep, I see what you're saying.
That is
Sean.
also true, yeah.
Well, and every lap, your lap time gets slower. It's like, Darlington or the wears you out. You're not going to get faster the more laps you run with older and older tires.
Now, pace car's about to duck off.
124 needs to do exactly what he has been doing and see if these guys make a mistake. Don't try to do anything different than you did before yet. Not a good start for the 124 there, but he's fine, He was being a little cautious there, which is not a bad idea. Mark DeSenza has been dogging the 91 and giving him a love tap every restart. He is on the go. This is the Mark DeSenza that I remember, 16 years ago that I first met. We weren't as good as these guys are now, but he was still that good and that aggressive. He was going to go balls out, and now he's refined and, heart problems, health problems, now back on the saddle, in the saddle again. And you can see it. He is dripping. Trying to get the over and under there. Like I was saying, you want to save tires, but at the same time, the best time to try to make a move is now. Because once the 91 gets in rhythm, it's, good luck. But you can sacrifice. That's where the 124 is sitting there, sitting on a sack of seeds here. Are these guys good or what? We love watching real racing. If you ever tried a simulator, try it. You don't have the money to buy it, find somebody that's got one and at least ask them to let you give it a shot, because this stuff is bitching, man. It really is. Been doing it for 18 years. I have no plans of stopping, even though I'm a busy guy. Old and tired. And the evolution of this league has been amazing in those 18 years. Or 9, I think we're coming up on 19 here real quick.
Yeah.
The
Released in
creek don't rise,
2003.
yeah. It ain't gonna rise. Ain't going nowhere. Come on, let's go. Starting to get busy. As a driver, you're thinking right now we're starting to get there. I want to win this race. You gotta start thinking about doing something. That could be your worst move. You know, these guys are pros. Know what they doing. Gendry taking a look with the 40 car all over him. Like your mother-in-law, you know. Whoa, boy, the 40 gets a little bit loose there. This is where you want to set him up here. Go in car with the 41 here, 51 here. The veteran. Dave Henry is nothing but awesome all the time here. He's all over the 40 here. Set him up. What are you trying to do here? Look outside. You want to do an outside in? You can't really do that in the center of the corner. He's going to set up and get him into the corner. All over him, but can't do it. Oh, okay. Oh, he gets into the back of the 40.
A hard hit for the 40 car. That's definitely going to bring out a caution.
Oh, and he just took another hard hit.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to be right in the
22
path of...
Well, that's the intensity he's wrapping up here, but...
Oh, his teammate...
You know, I mean, just a little
Greg
bubble
Palmer, yep.
and a little too aggression equals a crash.
His own teammate looks like landed the kill shot
He
here.
was not wanting to do that, but he was trying to set him up for turn 3. Because you got to get that run on the inside. And he had the momentum, but you got to time it just right, and he just didn't quite time it. Plus, the 40 got a little loose as he was planning his move. He was definitely planning that move.
Oh, what happened to Greg Palmer there? It looks like he was trying to miss low and got stuck in the grass. Let's watch that from his on board.
His motor blew.
That's
Oh yeah, on contact.
how it
So
happened.
you're right on board Greg Palmer and see what happened here. See, okay, smoke ahead. He's loaded up. Oh, everybody gets in the binders. He gets loose and he's on the grass.
Oh my gosh!
He was on the grass and just along for the ride at that point. That's why he hit so hard. Because these brakes, those brakes don't work so well on grass.
I gotta see this. Show me it. Show me something here, bro. Show me a different angle. This is a bad. Greg Palmer, you know, I mean, he's gonna need a hospital visit. This has been he's gonna need more. Oh my gosh! Look at the 40 spinning around. He's on fire. Come on.
Yeah,
get
both
out
those
of there.
cars. Both those cars are destroyed now.
Wow.
Oh, my bucket.
I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm laughing for him. 'Cause
Greg Palmer, 111 miles per hour into his teammate.
Yeah, he was in the grass.
Wow.
There's nothing he couldn't load up anymore after he got loose, missing
you're
the
going
cars in front of him.
170 miles an hour. You know, if some dummy pulls out in front of you when you're driving your street car at 55, you're lucky if you don't hit him. You know. Down pit road. Cute. This is a long race. It's been a long time, and it's not done yet. These guys.
Oh, Mark DeSenza, I think, had to back up a little bit in his stall.
No, every little move here is the difference of winning this race.
Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Whoa!
Yeah, he comes out
Jeff
second.
Hill comes bailing out there, 4 wide.
Did Hale maybe take 2?
And
Oh, and he gets pushed up the
there's
track.
contact with the 9.
Fortunately, there's no blend line there, so that shouldn't be an unsafe exit. He'll be okay.
Hey guys,
Now this-
just wanted to give my sincere apologies to Sean. Man, I tell you what, do I feel like a fool. Sorry about messing up your race, Sean. I know how much you like this track.
Oh, I was trying.
Oh,
Yeah,
I feel like
my
such a
one.
boob. Don't
I
mess
was-
up, Sean. Not on his favorite track.
It's funny. Right before we got there, I'm like, "Ooh, I don't like this," and I started backing out, and I let
yeah,
Mark go, and then next thing I know, I'm in the wall.
I
Just
felt so
along for the
sorry.
ride.
Sorry about that. I just first lap too. Didn't even use my brain. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah,
Just
thanks,
one
man. It
thing,
looks like a hard
uh,
hit there for you too.
Yeah, just one thing.
Yeah.
That's a great sportsmanship act, which FSB is a sportsmanship-based league, and it shows great class. You come up here and apologize, and then it's racing. Stuff happens.
Yeah, let me add something to that too, Milty. Yeah.
That's great stuff, Jim.
I'll add
Good luck
another
next week,
story there too, Milty. When Jim and I were in the thick of a points battle in the Piston Cup, he nudged me in my pit stall at Dover and caused me to not get left side tires on a caution flag stop. So I came back in. When he saw me come back in, he came back in, stopped, waited, and let me piggyback past him, pick the spot back up because he didn't want to take the spots that way. That's the kind of sportsmanship
I've been that
we roll with here.
Trans Am races. I've wrecked somebody and pulled over and waited until they got by me. I mean, that's what this league is based on. And
Yeah,
we
not gonna
definitely
pretend.
appreciate that, Jim.
Yeah.
Least I could
No-
do. Have a good one, you guys. Good
Yeah,
broadcast.
thanks, Jim.
Sorry,
And-
You're a great driver, and just I mean,
not my night. I don't like this
stuff
track, Sean.
happens.
I love it. It's
I
one
know
of my
you
favorite
do.
tracks.
All right, guys. See you later.
Take it easy, man.
Jim.
And the 29, he took all 4. Yes.
He did take 4. Okay. Yeah, not gonna pretend I wasn't disappointed or annoyed, but it is what it is.
Well,
Milt may call
If
us.
you
Milt may.
weren't
Milt.
annoyed,
Milt.
you would, why would you do this? Why would you put that much time into this? We race to win. Everybody out there is racing to win or do as best as they can. That's the deal. So when you get wrecked, you get disappointed.
As much as Milt may call us professional sim racers, we're just a bunch of middle-aged guys playing race car driver at our computer desks.
Well, I encourage people to, take a look at FSB and join up and
Meanwhile, we got a shuffle at the
Run,
front. Guys that stayed out that are gonna, take the track position. The 41, Chris Beckman. The 52, his teammate, the 52, Rick Johnson. Jeff Habbock moves up to 3rd. Tom Jackson to 4th.
By the way,
All these guys
have
staying
you,
out.
Have you watched the NASCAR race lately? Well, we haven't because it's off season, but guess what? They're pretty professional. They get a lot of money. They wreck a lot.
As you say, if you race, you're gonna wreck. At some point, you're gonna wreck. Tom Jackson was trying to get himself a Dave Marcus point, but it didn't work out with 3 other cars staying out. So see him hit pit road now in the 87 machine. But Chris Beckman, Rick Johnson, and Jeff Habbock tower in the 101 Coast Guard machine.
Okay, good.
Getting some airtime for that paint job I did up for him. One of my favorites that I've done for this mod. Always good to see the red, white, and blue Coast Guard colors on the track. And up in the top 3 right now. And Shea, who's dominated this race all night long, has led the most laps by a wide margin, is currently sitting in 4th, and he's got Mark DeSenza beating on his bumper under caution, giving him a hey, let's go. Now, I was trying to bring this up before, But this brings us to a situation where some guys can choose to run it out and then just take one cannon rights, or guys can split it and take 4 to try and spend more time on fresh tires. We'll see what kind of different strategies play out here. Because 20 laps from here takes you to lap 76. I think that's going to be the winning strategy, is to run it dry and either take no tires, just like maybe a half can, or to take 1 can in rights.
Well, talking about the seriousness, how a sim racer think. Well, we're getting ready to go green here. I'll talk about this a little bit later here before we're done here.
Green flag back in the air on lap 57 of 80. Ken Shea wants around the 101
Caution
right
is
away.
out.
Caution already. Oh, we must have had a wreck at the back of the field. I don't know what it's for. Oh, someone blew up on the start.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like it might have been Weber. Let's see. Webb blew up before he even took the flag.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, tough break for Webb, our chicken run admin.
I was just going around there, just getting ready to go green, and just boop, just turned off.
You know what? I've had that happen
Where do you get
twice
your
here.
engines from? I thought those monsoon engines were supposed to be tough.
Well,
That never happens to Matt Watkins.
we were kind of getting low on engine, so this week we took one from them checkered flag boys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
For
you got
fuck's
the
sake.
one built by Abby Normal.
I guess so. It's like, and Bill's behind me. He's like, "What happened?" I said, "Dude, it just stopped. It blew up." And
Well,
I
that
think
is a tough
they
break
got
there.
black flag too.
Did they
Who
pass
got
before the
black
flag?
Bill got black flag. I don't know if anybody else did behind him. He was behind me,
Oh wow!
but I went down low, so he could pass me up high. But
Oh no.
But the flag wasn't out yet, so
Yeah.
if he passed you before the green flag came out, it would nab him. Oh, that
my
stinks.
gosh.
oh, that sucks, man.
This
That's
also puts a
insult
wrinkle
to
into the
injuries.
strategy.
Bro, man. Oh my god.
Do what?
This also puts a wrinkle into the strategy. Is we're going to take this restart within 20 to go, so everybody's going to make it from the restart. Meaning you're going to see some top offs. You're going to see.
Yep.
Bill's gonna be
all those
saying,
guys that
"I
stayed
didn't
out
do
are going to pit.
anything."
That's what he was saying. He goes, "Oh, he said,
Yeah,
so I
I
couldn't
bet.
just stop there."
What am I supposed to do? Just stop? Yeah.
Basically, yes. If the green flag's not out, no matter what the reason, if you pass
yeah, I know, but
the car in
but if
front
he
of
would
you,
have stopped, everybody would have nailed in the back of him.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
And
That was
Ooh.
a perfect, unperfect storm.
Jeff
oh,
Havoc
Tower can't get
badly
installed
overshoots.
in the Coast Guard car.
well, I'm gonna stay up here with you guys, and I'm gonna
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, man.
get out of here and go join the broadcast.
How's it hanging there, bro?
All right, it
All
was
right.
it was really good.
Well, life treating you good or what? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, hold on, just 1 second. Let me save my replay in that here.
Yeah, for
Well, the teammates of the 4152, Beckman and Johnson, they have stayed out. They haven't hit pit road yet.
I mean, you just never you could be racing for 18 years doing this, and you still see stuff that you never saw before.
I have seen. I've twice had bizarre engine failures at Pocono. Once here on a Friday night,
Yeah,
I
but
pulled
the timing,
out of the pits, and immediately the engine blew. Like I put the clutch in, and boom, the engine
Yeah,
just shut
but
off.
you usually don't hose your teammate at the same
And
time.
then
You know?
yeah, and then another time, I came in, I pitted, they changed the tires. As soon as the jack dropped, boom, black smoke of death.
Yeah, well, definitely have seen that because there
Yeah.
are random engine failures.
They're both here at Pocono.
This,
That's the only time I've ever experienced anything like that.
well, Webb was, right in that group,
I'll be right
right
back.
there, with Gendry and Bill and just on the tail end of, trying to do something, and we're talking about, trying to make moves. What was your team strategy there, thinking about, if you had survived and to get to the point where you think we can make a move on these guys?
Well, I don't really have no strategy there because I already hit the wall once and I had to get some damage repaired.
Okay.
And thing is, I'm not even in the points battle on anything right now because I missed the first race and I only ran half the second. So I would just try to at least get maybe a top 10, hopefully a top 5 out of it. But yeah, but that ain't gonna happen now.
Okay, so let's see if we can find Bill here.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna see if I can spot for him a little bit here.
Absolutely. We're not seeing Bill. Is Bill on the track or?
Maybe he retired too. I don't know. Well, no, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll find out.
Yeah, it looks like it, Bill. I think Bill is out.
I'll be right back.
Gotta go back and look at this again. See what happened to our
Hey, Jim Ray in the house.
Jimmy. Jim multitasking here. Car on the track here right now for Donkey Bob Racing and racing tomorrow in our 001 car with our star-studded team there, and also trying to manage the other 3 cars. It's gonna be a long weekend for Jim. Down pit road here. Still got to execute here, Ken Shea with that first stall. That's the best one. Where is Mark DeCenza?
On the track.
Am I behind here or?
Nope, he's out there.
So what did Mark do? Why is the 91?
I think he pitted the first time by. He's already made
Oh.
his pit stop, whereas everybody else waited until
What
the window.
happened?
I think he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he just retired. Yeah, he said he was a black flag. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it. He's not running the full season.
Yep.
Yep. Good to see Bill back, though. And, what does Bill do? He runs well.
Oh yeah, well, he's running
He
real good.
was like in there, on the couch to top 5 car,
Yeah, he was being kind of easy there too because he already had one ink on him. So yeah, so he was kind of making sure he was not pushing it too hard anyhow.
Well.
How the turns have tabled.
As Clint Eastwood say, well. can't remember what movie I was thinking about there, but I forgot.
Ours staying out right now at 31 of Brad Otto. Is he on the lead lap? Is he about to take the lead here? I guess he is.
Jason Dolfer been fighting all night here. 63 car is up in the Bendis here now.
Yep, he passed and went to position 1.
Yeah, 31. Brad Otto takes the point here with Mark DeSenza, Jeff Hale, Dave Jandry. So big shakeup here in what could prove to be the final run.
You know, we don't see much of Brad until he decides to try to win a race here. All of a sudden, these big speedways are his strength.
Hey, Sean.
Yo.
At least my race lasted longer than yours.
Yeah, I didn't make it through the tunnel turn.
Yeah, you make the first turn. I said that sucks. He's coming into racing broadcast same time. He never made it to lap 1.
Oh, and he's got it set up, you know. And we're gonna do this again. At least I'm, asking because.
Yeah, I'll check the schedule, see what a good one to do it on might be.
Yeah, you don't want to run a track that you win on, which actually you can win on a lot.
Was
you're
it
no
Rockingham?
slouch.
Rockingham was one of those
You're
ones.
a tremendous slouch, Judge.
Hey, Dan.
Caution is.
Hey, Steve.
The lights are out on the pace car. Excuse me. Gotta reset here. You gotta keep your focus. This is a typical Pocono race. I mean, these long caution laps. You gotta bring it again.
Yeah, they can make it on fuel now.
Your mental focus, track temps, has things changed? Tire situation, got lap traffic here.
Got the pace car off. You got 18 to go at the flag.
As it can get here.
We are back to green. Ooh, Rick Castle jumping out of line pretty quickly here.
What's Brad gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
He's got teammates behind him there, the 3 and the 29, the checkered flag, motorsports guys. And they're looking for a way around.
So who was your guys' picks?
Well, I picked
Rick Johnson.
I jokingly picked Matt Watkins because he won the other 2 races
I
this
wanted
week.
to pick Sean, but I got beat.
Yeah, Dan jinxed me.
Whoa!
Oh, what a wiggle there
Holy
from 3.
moly.
Look at that move.
Off the hot dog right there. Look at that. Woo! Get some.
And he'll take the lead. Meanwhile, Brad Otto's got to hang on to it on the high side.
Come on.
Yeah. And we've seen how tough it is to hang on the high side of 3 there.
Jeff Hale, he was kicking back, eating some hamburgers or whatever, and then all of a sudden now the Alborn car is getting it done here. Let's go.
I don't talk about food right now. I'm so hungry. I'm waiting for my pizza.
I gotta eat. Yeah, that's your famous. I gotta go eat. Here comes the 91 on the 51. These guys are getting
And
busy.
Shay's trying to get on the move. And then 124, Rick Castle.
Jiggy here. Rick Castle is like, man, I've just been chilling here. Now I gotta get going here too. The 59, where did he come from?
Yeah, and you got Skeezy on the move there too, man. He's
Dolfer, let's go. The 91 41 has not been in this position. He's dominated this race all night, but now he's got to go. And he gets by Dave Gentry, and he's taking a look at the 29. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, he thinks better of
in my experience racing Jeff Hale, he's on fire here too. You guys are lighting it up here. It's getting really exciting now. What did I tell you?
Oh, 59 around.
Ryan Johnson catches the curve and goes around in the tunnel turn.
I think he got a little nudge there.
I think I got a little help from 41 there.
Didn't see that, so I just saw his front end. Caution is out. Wow. Look, man, you know, as a sim racer,
He was looking underneath Rick Castle.
These stints here, tomorrow I'm going to be running, you know, hour and a half. Eventually you gotta do the bathroom thing, you know.
Take it back. I got to go with Milty's call there. Looked like there was indeed a curb, and then
Was it a curb?
Yeah. And got watch from the helicopter for a better view.
It looked like he caught the curb there in the tunnel turn.
So he tried to get in under the 124. It's a little loose. Catches the curb, starts sliding, tries to catch it, brake stomp, and then here comes 41. Chris Beckman pops him in the rear.
Nowhere for Chris to go.
I just couldn't get on the brakes hard enough. Yeah, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's the part where you're getting back on the throttle there, and you expect the car in front of you to go, and when they don't, it's just compounds the issue, and it's really hard to keep off someone when they get that loose, especially if they have to stomp the brake, like I believe he did there to try and save it.
Yeah, 10-4.
So, Chris, your car's the only car I'm not seeing paint on.
Oh, I got it.
Do you?
Yep. The Duluth Trading Company.
And the team's one there, probably?
Oak Highlands Trail Association.
Yeah, I'm running the Ozark Highlands Trail Association car tonight for the first time.
Okay, I'll have to go get it.
It's a volunteer group here in Arkansas that maintains hiking trails.
Awesome.
Brad Otto's pitting.
Yeah, well, he shot his shot staying out, and I think he just doesn't want to be out there in those old tires anymore. That he's fresh meat for all these leaders passing him left and right.
13 laps to go. Might as well get some new stuff.
Well. What you gonna do when they come for you? 91 just sitting down there low, aggressive. It's like I wasn't in the lead here. I'd like to get back out there. Mark Decid's doing, championship mark here right now. This is what I remember when I've seen him win championships here.
Also, Jeff Hale sitting there, P2. He's been quiet most of the night, and he worked his way up there.
Too. Yep. Gandry strong all night. He's been in the picture the whole night, literally.
All those guys up there are strong right now.
Well, you're a champion, Steve, and you did that by being a consistent driver. And like myself, we don't have the speed of these guys, but we're right there, and that's probably where you're looking at, like with Rick Castle here right now. Doesn't have quite the speed, but he's executed perfectly.
But it's just so fun.
The
91 is
strategy,
91
the
is
teamwork, the team channel. It's just, and now it's revved up after 2 hours here, or however long this has been. Now it's getting down to winning time.
91 is clutching the heck out of that thing right now.
So, what would you say his reason for doing that is? Just habit, or is he trying to?
I don't think you should be needing to stretch it too far. Maybe just habit, like you said.
Habit and just the extra insurance.
I think those guys, the front 3 or 4, are going to be as close as anybody to not making it, but it could just be habit, yeah.
Well, we had a great green flag run, and then we got a caution, and then cautions breed cautions. So, can't really say what's going to happen here. There's still a lot of good cars with damage and everybody battling. There could be more cautions, which will rechange your strategy and think about it's long enough. Coming up on 12 laps to go. If we get another caution, do you want to stop?
Oh no, I won't stop. No way.
I think we've reached that point where everybody's kind of got what they got at this point.
They got what they got.
Yeah, this is where I call it run what you brung.
Nobody's going to want to go to the back right now. They're all in the same boat,
Yeah, especially with so many. Let's take a look. How many cars do we have on the lead lap here?
I think we're still showing 16 or 17 cars.
Yeah, so there's that's what you dictate your strategy on.
I can tell you,
if you're make a move, you would be back in 16. So
my first FSB Cup Series win here, way back in 2015. It was my first FSB Cup win, period, and my first at Pocono was over. Oh my God, Ed Kerstetter, when he was in there. I won over him because he pitted late with about 13 laps to go, maybe less, and for the fresh tires, and he couldn't get back to me in time. One more lap, he would have had me, but keeping the track position was the key. The track position turned out to be more important than the tires in that case, and I think tonight with this field, this setup, these physics, and these drivers, the track position is everything.
Yeah, and it's so hard to pass here too. I mean, unless you just really get a run for somebody really screws up or something.
Yeah, unless you're Matt Watkins and you got a nitrous bottle hidden in the car somewhere.
Yeah, he has it tucked away somewhere. I've been looking for it. I can't find it.
Yeah, just start cutting things with a blowtorch and see what blows up.
Well, you can talk conspiracy, but I've told the story 100 times. Are we getting ready? Okay, we're getting ready to go green here, so
we're going through the tunnel.
If I got time, I'll tell it. Well, we got a little bit. When he road raced with us, he was a couple seconds off, but he sent me a replay and said, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I watched it, and he was sideways in every corner at Le Mans in a prototype car. And I'd never seen anything like that in my life. And, dude just has talent. There's no smoke and mirrors. As we get ready to go green here. You badass.
Mark DeRocket Dispenza leads us back to green.
In the lead.
On lap 70, 11 to go here.
I want to go buy some Wrangler pants. Actually, I have a bunch of them, work pants. Let's go.
I wear my comfy pants for this. You kidding?
10 on the inside. Working the 29.
Ken Shea wasting no time.
Guy that gets it done on the restarts. And the
Ken
29
Shay's
has to go
tires.
wide.
But Ken's tires were that much newer, and he made it work.
Oh, contact. Oh, almost contact with the 124. Oh, these guys are, again, Beckman and Castle duking it out.
Ooh, Mark almost hit the wall.
Wow. They're almost sideways in the back there.
Rick Castle will
about the
hold off
9
Rick
car?
Johnson.
It's
Oh, loose.
9.
124 loose.
Wow.
He saved it, though. It's going to give 52 a run, but he can't do anything with it.
Rick Johnson still not out of the fight here. Working at 124, can't get it done. Here he
And
goes.
Trey wants
Taking
the lead.
a
Here it
look.
comes.
He's driving it in there hard. That was that move I was talking about, but the momentum of the 124 gets it done. I believe Rick Johnson is thinking about another championship trophy on his trophy case, which is, I think he's already had to build another room. But he's got a long way to go here, but we're talking championships. Oh!
Oh, a little door banging down the straightaway.
Side by side. Side by side. Still in the corner. 2-1 there. The Cinza. Jay, side by side, all the way around the track. Now into the tunnel turn. That didn't work out for the 62 of Sean Reap, but it works out for these guys, and here comes the 29.
He wants the crossover, and he can't quite get there.
Those are the moves that we're talking about, but when you go inside, you lose momentum. Now,
Little Dave
Jandry
Jandry.
outside. Oh my gosh. Contact. Exactly what the Cinza wants. Battle behind me and give me this race.
You guys, before we get too excited, let's give a call to the 101 of Jeff Habek, hanging in the top 10. He's got this pack in sight. He is hanging with the big dogs right now. And looking good in the 101 Coast Guard machine.
Beckman takes a look, tries to get back in line, sniffing it out and see what Jandry does. Jandry trying to apex the corner, take a look at the 91, while the 91's working on the 3. The 3 gets a little wide right there, but gets a great apex off. All night. He's looked good, but here comes the 91.
And these cars will
That
start
outside
snaking down the straightaway now.
He scrubbed off some time here. Here comes the 91 in the turn 1. He drives it in.
And he's got the run this time, but
Side
the
by
momentum
side.
is on the high side. Where's the draft going to go? Looks like most of it's going to stay up top. That's going to help the Senza.
They're going to work the tunnel turn here. If you get a nose on the guy, you got an advantage. Maybe.
Oh, the Senza around.
Oh. And he comes back and takes
And
out the 9.
Ken Hansen.
And he goes hard in the
Oh, man.
Caution's out. This could be the end.
Oh,
They're
there's
racing
contact.
back.
Hold on. Oh.
51. The 91 got loose again, and then Jay Jandry got.
I think
into
he
the wall.
forgot that you can race back, and he backed off. I
Yeah,
think.
under 10 to go.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh!
He backed off, and he got squirrely.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did. I would be confused.
Now, is this going to get restarted?
The 29 could be in the lead here.
No, he's not. He's not. It's the 91.
Yeah, it was already when the caution came out.
Oh my gosh, is that hard ass racing right there or what? What do we tell you every week? When it gets down to crunch time, these guys are gonna go for it.
Are they going to get a lap out of this to go?
I think if it restarts,
You
it's
gotta
going to be
have
one lap
4
shootout.
laps.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
looking at.
think it should be good. We should get 1 to go. 4 laps. Less than 4 laps, it's done. Johnny
So
Rutherford in the pace car there comes up.
Yeah, so there's currently 6 laps. This is the 6 to go to lap. So I think they can do it. If there's anybody a lap down still running, no, there isn't. There's nobody a lap down still running on the
So
track.
they should only get 3 cautions here then, or laps.
Been doing this, watching racing for a long time. It's just so friggin' exciting. You know?
It looks like Dave
Are these
Jandry
guys
got
are good or what? You know,
came
really,
hot.
you know, take your hat off right now because you guys are good. Yeah, people screw up. This is still professional sim racing. I'll hang my FSP hat sent to me by Brad Otto.
So there's your contact into the tunnel turn, and that is a hard hit. Man, seeing the Wrangler colors take that hit, that's a familiar sight.
That'll mess your pants right there.
Dale Earnhardt wrecked that very same car in that very same spot really hard with Tim Richmond. Back in the day. The catch is Ken Hansen, you see.
Clean all night, and they were trying to be clean. And Ken was as low as he could go, and the 3, had to try to crowd him there. And that's the first thing I said when we started this broadcast. Turn to the tunnel corner is going to be where the action is, and there it is.
But Dave Jandry, he was racing back actually. He just got in there and he got loose.
Looks like he came
all
in
by himself. Yeah.
Yeah, came in hot on the corner, had a run, and got loose.
Well, okay, I'm Ken Shea right now. Norwegian Wood, isn't it good? As a driver, okay, I got into my competitor here. What's my mindset right now? Look, I raced him clean. He raced me clean. We got into it. I still got to win this race. We'll talk about it after I got one incident and got to refocus here and get over it. Because you got Jeff Hale on your 6 there, and there's nobody I've ever seen on restarts he's a bulldog, and so if this thing goes green, which it's going to, I think,
like you said,
refocus and not feel, you feel bad, but you got to get over it.
Like you said, Mel, you still got a race to win. You got to regroup,
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're all friends. We race. There are rules, and everything pans out. But you got one ink right there, probably. Even though it was just hard racing, you might not even get an ink there. But that's the great thing about FSP racing is it's a sportsmanship-based racing, and it's incidents are accountable, so you always have to think the worst, But you're in the green, you got 1 to go, you got a race to win, you got to refocus and get it done, and then we can talk about it, which we will hear on the post race here, because these guys are friends and they're fighting, at the same time. How exciting is this? That's why we do this stuff. That's why, I worked my butt off all week, and I'm going to run a 24-hour race tomorrow because I love it. I won't run all 24 hours, by the way. I'm going to suit up and show up and do the best I can and live with it.
And of course, my cat picks now to try and get in my lap.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've had cats
God,
skip between my wheel and the monitor. I've had them jump up and change my driving view in the middle of the corner.
Well, you saw even a little bit, which I want to see more Sean in-car broadcasts. I love that. I seen your face. When you got behind the wheel, your face changed. Your focus changed. You weren't no happy broadcaster, dude. You were sim racing driver, dude. The look on your face was focus, and you qualified P2. you don't just suit up and show up in this league or in any professional league and not do that. So
yeah, I was pissed. I left a lot on the table on that lap too.
yeah,
Should
that's
have had
what
the
a
pole.
driver thinks. I mean, what all these guys think. That's why they love it. Work hard during the week.
Lights
so
are out.
pay for this thing,
Yeah, lights are out on the pace car. We're going to get a 2-lap shootout. It's a
Here we go.
green-white checker.
Here we go. Come on. Yeah, fail. Man, you do not want to see that 29 car behind you, dude. I'm telling you.
Should be exciting. Everybody's tires are a little bit worn.
Yeah, they've heat cycled several times now. It's a big wild card.
Chris is looking for these guys to do each other wrong here or make a mistake. But
These guys behind me are going to be pretty hungry as well, I think.
Exactly. A lot on your mind right now. Thank you for the in-car reporter because you got business.
Yeah, a lot can happen here on 2 laps on this big track, man. A lot can go wrong.
Let's not count Rick Castle out. He's still very much in this hunt. He's been fast all night. Definitely shows he belongs up here. Great run for the 124. And Dave Jandry, I mean, we know what he can do. And oh, by the way, the Co-Goat, 52, still in sniffing distance there in P6.
Take a deep breath here. Know where your start marks are. Second gear.
Here we go.
Great start for the 91. Dude, when this guy's in the lead, he's very difficult to beat.
Let's Beckman looking underneath.
Get that move.
Here comes Beckman down low on the 29.
I think Hale's got the oldest tires among the leaders, and it's showing on these restarts.
Gets it done.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Not going to lose any more spots, he says.
He slams the door, and very lucky I
that
swing
little
back in
Rick,
his face. Yeah, that little wobble might cost Rick Castle. It's given Rick Johnson a sniff and deep into the braking zone.
He's take it, but he pushes that too. So the front end just goes off on the 52.
Come on, let's do
White
it.
flag in the air. 43 in the wall. 43 in the wall. No caution. He keeps going.
You can do it.
You'll have to set him up.
Chris he's got to run, but can he do anything with it?
Or maybe turn 2 here, but if
you got to take what you can get when you can get it.
You don't want to take your chances here. I like turn 3 here for him. Set him up for turn 2. Then Get that different angle.
Jeff Hale wants to come back.
Oh,
Did
man.
anyone get sideways?
Hanging it out there.
All three of
But
them
they
just
both
wiggling
hit the
through
wall.
there.
Trying to go outside, and he pushes up, and Jeff Hale goes down. Contact.
Wow, almost.
Ken
Yeah, he
Shay's
just-
gonna be your winner. How about that?
That was
The
a
best
good.
car in the field all night, and he showed it. Awesome.
Yeah, but once again, the box score is going to say that Ken Shea dominated this race, but he had to work for it at the
He
finish.
did. It's just the
That has been a
greatness
pattern
of
this
Ken
season.
Shea.
Whoop!
Oh,
Oh,
and
they're
he
a
got
wreck.
some love after the race there.
Wrecking on the cooldown lap.
That's not anger love. That's love.
Well,
That's
Jeff
Ken
Hale had stopped.
Shea. Wow.
All right,
This
guys.
guy, he is so badass. Great run for Beckman there. Chris did what he could. He needed a little bauble, and he didn't get it, you know?
Guess
Yeah,
what
so
time
we
it
got-
is? It's pizza time.
Hell yeah, man. Save some for me.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
Eat him
Later.
out, baby. Eat him out Friday.
Yeah, so 49 laps led for Ken Shea, but he had to scrap for that one at the finish.
I'll be right back.
We will break into the post race here. Put up your points as of last week. See, Ken Shea was already your leader because he's won the first 2 races this season. He's just unstoppable right now. I'll save my replay tune. Go. All right. So, yeah, Ken Shea again, and still your point leader. I see. I think he has won the first 3 races now. I know he had last week. Oh, it's still on 41. Come on. Second place, Jeff Hale taking it at the last corner. And of course, our in-race reporter, Chris Beckman, bringing it home third.
Yeah, I missed my marks in 2 and 3 on the last lap there. Jeff was able to get back past me.
You were just digging, trying to get there. You had to try something.
Yeah, track position was tough tonight. I was doing what I could. Just happy to get up front with our new sponsor on the car. Really appreciate those guys here in Arkansas.
Yeah, so that is 3 in a row. Pocono, Dover, California. Ken Shea has won and led the most laps in all 3 races so far this season. And that puts him at a 20-point lead with Rick Johnson and Chris Beckman in second and third there. Actually, Chris moves up 2 spots. Rick Castle moves up 2 spots to 4th in a tie with Ken Hansen, who had a rough night, getting knocked around tonight in the 9 car. Jeff, great move there at the end to snag third. You were Mr. Where Did He Come From? Because all night you were just kind of in the middle. And it wasn't until the very end of some pit strategy moves brought you up front. Tell us about your run, man.
Yeah, I didn't have a good qualifying start, so that kind of hurt off the bat. But pit crew was pretty fast. I regained some spots, and me and Mark pitted together there at the end. Got some good track position when we topped off, and the other guys still had to pit, so it was a good call on our part. But yeah, all in all, a fun night. Raced hard at the very end with Tris and Ken and those guys. Yeah, Ken got a run. He was going to be tough to beat, but Yeah, a lot of fun tonight. And, congrats to him as well.
Well,
Good
that
stuff
was just a real solid race there, and then you got yourself into position. I really, and you had a chance, man. In my experience, you behind anybody with 2 to go, got a chance. But
Now, I think you had the oldest
great
tires
finish.
out there. Was that affecting you at the end?
There's very little wear on the tires, so good there. I was just thankful because I actually went to desktop there. It seemed like I don't know 6-8 to go. Luckily, we were on the caution, but yeah, it was the whole front one punch straightaway is where I couldn't see a damn thing. But luckily, it came back just in time for me to turn. And a little bit of horseshoe tonight, so I'll take it.
Yeah, unlike last night where I was relying on your toe there, and then you dropped out.
Yeah, that was.
So you had some internet issues there? Or?
The game froze on you last night, as I recall, right?
Yeah, it crashed.
Oh, let's hope this doesn't become a pattern. But great run, good points night all around there. Good run, Jeff Hale. Thanks for joining us. And then our winner, 3 times in a row, leading the most laps again. Ken Shea, what can you say? Just dominated that one. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Again, I got to apologize to Mark. We talked about it too. What a great run we were having side by side there at the end. I let him go the one time in that tunnel. I was like, I can't. I got to put it in a little deeper this time, and it was just a little too deep, and I washed up a little bit. But
It looked
man,
like you got a little bit of curb.
yeah, he is such a great racer. I really enjoy racing with him, and Chris and Jeff. Oh my gosh.
We talked about that pre-race, how the tunnel turn was going to be that corner, and then it panned out, and
I didn't even make it out of there.
A couple of inches there, but I mean, you guys raced clean and hard and smart, great pit stops. What a show! And I know Mark. He knows I was just racing for the win there at the end, and you're such a clean driver, and you're on a roll, man. Great win, and good luck. I hope we see you out there because you're a stud.
I know you said you're going to miss at least some races. How many were you thinking you're going to miss?
Yeah, it'll probably be 2.
I don't know. At this pace, you might be able to recover from that because you got a 20-point lead right now. 4 more points, and that's a full race worth a cushion.
Yeah, I'll have to see. I think it's a February. We'll see. I mean, we're going to travel, and if it's open, we're going. If it's not, we probably won't go.
There you go. Well, you're off to a great start. Either way you cut it. Next week's Talladega, the big wild card, but I don't know. It's hard to bet against the 91 this season. So thanks again to our podium finishers joining us here. Chris Beckman, Jeff Hale, your race winner and point leader by a wide margin, Ken Shea. Thanks again our series admin for all he does keep the series running, Ryan Johnson. Rough night for him in the car, but he got the points updated nice and quick here for the post-race show. We thank, as always, my broadcast partner, Milt Minter Jr., joining me in Sound and Vision. Our series sponsor, Bill Farmer, Farmer Brothers Contracting, putting up the hardware these guys will be racing for over this 12-race season, here to start out 2022, season 42, 18 years of NASCAR 2003. Still going strong, thanks to Sam Young, the league owner and promoter, keeping it running here. We thank all you guys joining us out there in the YouTube chat. And
I
watching.
See Mr. Out the way.
Yeah, works with Slim. By the way, Tom Jackson
Slim,
there in the chat.
Showing up, watching him. Hashtag driving mofo.
Hey, I should have called this out during the race. I feel silly. I forgot to call it out during the race. Tom Jackson, my teammate at Pony Express, he pulled out his first ever FSB win Tuesday night in the Super Speedway Series. Had a rough night tonight, but a good week overall there. You never forget that first win, so congrats, Tom. And thanks for joining us there in the YouTube chat as well. As always, keeping that interaction up. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to help us out. Get the word out there that this sim is alive. This league is keeping it going.
We get like 140 views a week when it's all said and done.
So these people are coming from somewhere. They must be looking for this.
Makes me want to suit up and show up.
Absolutely. But thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for tuning in. And until next week at Talladega, I've been your host, Tron Reap, saying goodnight.
Wish
Draft
me
History
luck.
Racing
I'm
Live.
on it tomorrow.
Good luck.
24 hours of Daytona.
24 hours of Daytona. 'Tis the season. Good luck, Milty and Team Donkey Bop.
Yeah.
And if you guys are streaming, just send me the link. I'll tune in and cheer you guys on. But until then, good night, everybody.